All of us know or have known someone with cancer. In fact, 1 in 3 Americans can expect to be diagnosed with some form of the disease at one point in their life. A key to treating and defeating this insidious disease is to find it quickly before it spreads. Now, thanks to enterprising work done by researchers at NASA, doctors may soon have a new device called the Smart Probe, which will be able to detect some forms of cancer instantaneously, greatly improving the patient's chance for survival. Tonya St. Romain finds out more.
Breast cancer is one of the most frightening and deadly forms of cancer, afflicting over 200,000 women every year. Early detection of the disease has helped many women find and treat the cancer quickly, but early detection technology is still not as good as it could be. To help improve the early detection of breast cancer, researchers at NASA have developed a revolutionary technology called the Smart Probe. This probe will be able to detect the presence of cancer much more precisely than current technology. Intended for long-duration space missions, this device could soon be saving lives here on Earth. I spoke with Dr. Robert Ma at NASA Ames Research Center to find out more.
At this point, when a woman suspects a lump in her breast, she would go in to see a physician. The physician would examine and then decide whether to have a mammogram made of the lump. And from the mammogram, you could tell whether it may be malignant or not. If it is suspected to be, they would then go in for a biopsy. They normally go in with using an ultrasound to guide a biopsy needle and go in there and extract samples of the lump. And that tissue sample gets analyzed by pathologists. And that could take days in some cases. If it is malignant or cancerous, they have to go in there and take out as much as they possibly can.
Every week in the United States, approximately 16,000 women needlessly undergo surgical breast biopsies where no cancer is found at all, while another 4,600 breast cancers are missed each week during physician review of mammograms and physical examinations. This is primarily due to the fact that initial breast cancer screening procedures do not provide specific information about known cancer indicators. For example, a light spot on a mammogram X-ray can be many things other than cancer, leading to a missed or inaccurate diagnosis. The new NASA Smart Probe is designed to see a suspicious lump in a breast, determine by its features if it is indeed cancerous, and ultimately predict how the disease may progress. The process of diagnosis begins when a small needle, which is mounted on the probe, is inserted into the lump. The probe is able to detect if the lump is cancerous or benign instantaneously, providing real-time, detailed interpretations at the needle's tip, supplying an accurate diagnosis in seconds rather than days.
What's behind this technology is the software. The software that we develop learns, like people do, it learns from experience. So when we stick the probe into different types of tissue, we teach the software that those characteristics are certain types of tissue. Normal tissue, or whether it's, say, normal muscle or normal fat tissue, cancerous or different types of cancer. If it is cancerous, instead of having to remove tissue around the tumor with a very wide margin, you could take less tissue out, and you'd be more certain that you're not leaving behind malignant tissue there. So what you get here is confidence level as to what kind of tissue that the probe is seeing.
How did NASA get involved in breast cancer research?
It was clear that to put man on Mars and have him survive for 3 years, you need to provide him with smart tools for many different tasks. Handling medical emergency is one of those. So that's where we started to work in that direction.
In preparation for a 3-year-long mission to Mars, NASA planners have begun to develop smart medical robotics. These robots will be able to assist an astronaut physician in performing medical procedures if a problem occurs during a mission. With Mars being over 30 million miles away, this is particularly important because a transmission to Earth would take 20 minutes, further endangering the stricken crew member when every second counts. How else might this technology be used here on Earth?
This technology has great potential. It can be used for spinal surgery, it could be used for prostate cancer detection, it could be used for brain surgery, and just surgery in general, where you want to minimize injury to critical targets.
Dr. Ma, what are your overall hopes for the Smart Probe?
I'm very excited about this technology because what we're developing for space can be applied for Earth use. I think a tool like this, the technology behind it, would revolutionize how medical practices will be carried out, to be able to provide real-time diagnosis for virtually any kinds of medical problems that you may have. So for me personally, it's very rewarding to see that the potential that it saves people's lives or even minimize the risk to, hundreds and thousands of people. That's really rewarding.